Here's the issue that I'm having with the mill. I can verify a part that a student made, and it verifies just fine. The first tool change, or the first tool, mills out that whole pocket. And when we go to the next tool change, it's the 1/4 inch bit that's in right now, and we should be changing it to an 1/8 inch bit as soon as this is done. It's about 1480 as the line, or 1482. I usually go back 1 or 2 lines just to make sure I get it to the right one. I can fake putting in the new 1/8 inch end mill. If I hit F5 to continue, this thing will mill out just fine and do all the tool changes just as the verification happens. So this verifies, this is the part he rounded over the edges, so this takes a little bit on all the corners and the edges. So this takes a little bit of time for this one to run, but it verifies just fine. The issue is when we do tool changes. I just did one and it actually drilled into the box when I was going to demonstrate it. But now it's just rounding over the edges, so it kind of did a fillet on this. But the program verifies just fine. And I get a normal program stop when it's done. Normal program stop. Hit OK. Now, if I go back, I can verify that I went to and have it set. I've already homed the machine. If I go to F8 and tell it to go to 00, it's not going to, simply because I just ran it. 0 tab 0. And I will tell it to go to the home, and it probably will while I'm demonstrating, but we'll find out. And there's my 000. I will reset it to 000 because the Z actually moved up. And I'm doing this as an approximation of where we're going to start. I'm not doing it accurately, but I'm getting fairly close to that corner of where I want to start from. And I'm going to say, hey, this is my set 0. Do you really want to set this to my 000? Yes. If I go and check my 8, here's my 000. If I say go, it stays where it's at. So it holds my X, Y, and Z at this point. When I run the program, however, I will run it to approximately where this pocket ends, this first pocket here. That's the beginning of about 1480, but I'm going to raise this up because the last time I demonstrated this, it went into the machine a little bit. So I'm going to raise that up, and then I'm going to tell it to play, and I want to start it from just before the tool change. Run program. It says put in the new 1/8 inch mill bit, which doesn't matter. All of them are the same level. When I place them in the tool chain or tool holder, I can hit play. It's going to tell me that and make sure that everything's clear. I go to the point. It should go in. And that's what happens when I do that tool change. It actually drills all the way in. And the other one before, what would happen is it would actually go up. So I'm going to stop that, hit OK, raise this back up, and I will tell it to go back to its F8 now, which is 0, tab 0, oops, 0, tab 0, and I will tell it to go. And as you can see, it's actually going back in to the machine again. So it's drilling into the actual part of the machine in there. So right now what's happening is it's drilling through a hole that's already been created earlier. So it does not hold its Z. Sometimes it holds and actually works, and sometimes it does not. Let me put this on pause. Okay, I have reset. We'll reset this thing to 000 again. Hit OK. I can F8, verifies that it is actually at 000, and if I said go to, it stays at 000. Now, if I graze this up, get it out of the way, run the program, again, starting at 1480, run program. Does the same thing. That time it actually touched the bottom where the end of that pocket was instead of drilling in. I can choose to put the tool change in. It's going to go, and there it goes, and there it is. That is showing that it's up. So it's very inconsistent on its Z. So if I stop, hit OK, request it on my stop. Here, if I check my home, my 00 is showing that it's 2 inches above. So somehow it's losing its Z axis on where it's located. So hopefully this helps with what the issue is for me.